Let's be honest, finding a rental in Australia these days feels less like house hunting and more like auditioning for Survivor, Real Estate Edition. You are not just looking for a home, you are competing in a national sport. Everyone got the same desperate smile and the same folder of references. The same sinking feeling that they're about to hang over $700 a week for a shoebox that smells faintly of despair. In Bondi, people are literally lining up around the block for apartments with ocean glimpses. Not ocean views, glimpses. As in, if you lean over the balcony and squint, you might catch a wave between two buildings. And that's $800 a week. No parking, no aircons, but hey, close to cafes. Meanwhile, over in Perth, more than 100 people turn up for a 2-bedroom rental listed at $250 a week. Adelaide, bless its heart, used to be the affordable city, the place you moved when Sydney broke your bank account. Not anymore. Rents there have jumped almost 9% in a year, hitting a median of $626 a week. For context, that's roughly what people in London pay. And London has, jobs that pay London wages. But even if you do manage to find a place, the fun doesn't stop there. You'll soon discover your flatmate's habits through the paper-thin walls. The ceiling leaks only when it rains, according to your landlord. Which is great, unless you live in Melbourne. And that freshly painted smell. There's just mold wearing cologne. One woman in Brisbane found herself living next to a kebab shop that stayed open till 4 a.m. The smell is constant, she said, and noise never stops. On the bright side, she never had to pay for dinner again. Her clothes permanently smell like garlic sauce. Then there's a new trend in Melbourne, rental speed dating. You show up to an inspection and the agent says, "Make me an offer." So you offer a year's rent up front, your firstborn child and your soul, and still lose to someone who offered $5 more. And for some renters, the dream of having your own space has been replaced by well-shared mattress spaces. Yep, in Melbourne, one ad actually offered a half mattress in a living room for $280 a week. The post said, "Great location, must be tidy." Mate, for $280 a week, I expect at least my own pillow. Meanwhile, in Adelaide, people are working 2 jobs just to stay in the same apartment they'd lived in for years. One woman said her rent went up to $170 a week overnight. No renovations, no upgrades, just a market adjustment. What a lovely way to describe financial strangulation. It's not just about money though, it's about what this does to people. Nurses living in caravans, teachers moving 2 hours away from their schools, university students sleeping in cars between shifts. This isn't a housing challenge, it's a housing joke. And the punchline is always on renters. Because when the median rent for a 1-bedroom flat in Sydney is over $700 a week, and you can't find anything livable under $600 in Melbourne or Brisbane, we're not talking about tight supply, we're talking about a national malfunction. And every government report says the same thing. We need to build more homes. Great idea. We've only been saying that for the past decade. Meanwhile, developers build luxury towers for investors, not for the nurses, teachers, or hospitality workers who are actually holding the country together. Australia used to be known for the fair go. Now it's a good luck mate market. And if you are one of the lucky few who's actually found a rental, congratulations. You've just won an overpriced game of musical chairs. Enjoy your open plan living area, where your kitchen, bedroom, and laundry are all the same 3 square meters. If you had your own rental horror story, mold collapsing balconies, eviction threats, grotesque rent hikes, drop it in the comments. Real stories like this are what make the issue impossible to ignore. Because until housing is about homes and not headlines, the national joke remains. Congratulations, you found a place! Now enjoy your $600 a week shoebox with a complimentary dump. Thanks for watching my video. Now don't forget to subscribe, hitting the notification bell, and I'm gonna see you next week.